Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren and welcome to reacting to my USA National Miss competition videos. You guys absolutely loved when I reacted to me competing at NAMM. I posted that video a couple years ago and I haven't done a reaction video in a while, so I thought what better time to do it as it's leading into summer and a lot of these national pageants happen in the summer. So I don't know, maybe you're competing in a pageant this summer. I always get comments and questions asking when pageant content is coming back. I absolutely love pageant content. I have actually also started loving watching other people's pageant content lately. If you're a pageant girl or if you're curious about the whole entire pageant process and what all goes into it, prepping, traveling, the actual competition, all of my pageant videos are on my channel already. I have competed in 3 different systems so far. I have competed at National American Miss, America's Ideal Miss, and last year I competed at USA National Miss. And I am also prepping for a new pageant that I'm competing in a couple of months. I haven't released anything or said where I am competing, but check out my socials because I will be releasing that information very, very soon. I am so excited for more pageant content to be coming up, and I absolutely love the process of prepping and being able just to have a fun pageant weekend just to connect with other girls. It's just so much fun. There's a lot of friendships and a lot of growth that can happen throughout pageantry, so I share a lot of my inside look on everything on my channel. So today I'm going to be reacting to my onstage competition. I did compete at the state level of USA National Miss because I won the title of Miss Alabama. Unfortunately, that is all on my hard drive, which is still in Alabama. I was going to react to both, but since I don't have that here, I'm only going to be reacting to my nationals competitions. I personally refuse to watch any of my interviews. I have had every single one of my interviews for pageants recorded, but I refuse to watch them. So we're not going to be reacting to those. Not at all. But fun fact, during USA National Miss, I actually blanked on my favorite Taylor Swift song. That literally should have been the easiest question. It was the last question too, and I completely blanked and said Lavender Haze. And I'm sorry if you're a stan of Lavender Haze, to me it's just not in my top 5. It was horrible. It was bad. Anywho, I competed and won my state pageant in October of 2022, and the videos that you're about to be seeing on screen are about to be from July of 2023. Fun fact, I wasn't even supposed to compete in the system at all. There was actually a lot of things that went down right before the state competition of USA National Miss. It wasn't even on my radar. I do work with a pageant coach, and she recommended that I do it because it was my last year of eligibility to compete for USA National Miss. She always had very high things to say about it. So I decided last minute to compete for UNM. I can't really remember the exact how many days it was before the pageant, but I want to say it was around a week before the state pageant was. I started prepping for this pageant. So the fact that I won my state, I was very shook. Overall, I loved UNM. It was a great system. I would go back if I didn't age out. It was so welcoming. It was so warm. The girls there were warm. The director was great. Overall, I had a very good experience at UNM. Also, before we get going into the reaction, if you are a pageant girly, I'm actually partnering up with my pageant coach to do online mock interviews for any girls who are prepping for pageants or you're wanting to work on your interview skills. I will leave that link down below so you'll get a one-on-one virtual mock interview with me to prepare you for your next pageant. So without further ado, let's get going and let's watch these competition videos. We're starting off with optionals. Optionals do not count towards the actual title that you're competing for that weekend. In my mind, it's to kind of get you used to the stage. You do have to pay to enter the optionals. I personally did it because I have never been on the stage. You'll see the stage once you start seeing these videos. The stage was very different than anything I had ever walked on before, so I just kind of wanted to get a feel of it. Here we go, optionals.
Starting with Norris. Ready for an afternoon tea and garden party, Lauren is making a statement in its iconic Love Shack fancy look. Pink macaroons, delicious sugar cookies, and extravagant lush floral designs are sure to be found with an...
Hold on. Wait a dang minute. Okay, first off, this is casual wear. I didn't know where we were starting. So I did not have a casual wear at all. I decided to wear this casual wear, I think a week before I went to the competition. This is actually one of my favorite dresses, so I was happy that I wore it. I wore it for my graduation tea a couple months prior. It was from Love Shack Fancy. I got it on sale. I absolutely love it. But this day, my hair and makeup were not the vibe. Not the vibe. For this pageant, I decided to go with a different hair and makeup artist team. The head person that was over the whole entire hair and makeup team was not there during optional. She was coming later on in the week. And I got stuck with the worst people. I'm not joking. It was bad. I told them I wanted a Victoria's Secret blowout loose curls, and I got these tight pageant waves. My eye makeup was really dark. I had to have them fix it. Overall, I just really wasn't happy with my hair and makeup and how it looked. Also, during this competition of casual wear, I was smiling at the wrong judge. There was apparently a judge at the end that wasn't even a judge. I guess she was just judging like one of the optionals. I thought she was just on the panel, so I kept looking at her. Anyway, let's go.
Like this. This high-low style is the definition of pink perfection. The bodice roots together with a sweetheart detailing and adorned, luscious.
Do you see my hair? First off, it's way blonde. That was at the point of my hair color that I didn't want to be blonde anymore. But this is gonna be so stupid. But my headshot was blonde and I couldn't change my headshot. So I had to continue having the blonde hair, even though I had plans to get it darker like a month later.
This dress is as sweet as memories can be made. Altering fabric design to create eye-catching details as the dress cascades down the runway, accessorizing this beautiful outfit to let the statement be made. Whether she's catching up on her Ellen girl gang, she over scones and dreaming of her next adventure over custom tea blends, Lauren uses her life and outfit to embody her signature trick.
Look at the hair. I can't get over it. This looks good on certain people. I did not like it for my hair. My hair was also super long. I had like super duper long extensions. Honestly, I think the walk wasn't that bad. I've never seen these videos, obviously. This is the first time I'm watching it. I don't think it was bad. She didn't stand out to me. It's nothing too crazy. Also, I was doing my fun fashion routine that I was going to be doing on stage for prelims during this, in the heels that I was going to be wearing. So I got a feel for it. So every single routine I believe that I was doing during optionals, it was just in preparation for the prelims.
Be the girl that just went for it.
Be the girl that just went for it. Amen, girl.
Lauren Norris.
Okay, now this is fitness. I got some information about this. Just give me a minute. This was immediately after casual wear, so I didn't have time to change hair. It was literally just like change outfits and go.
Lauren Norris. From sun up to sundown, Lauren is non-stop, which with a maintaining healthy lifestyle is important to essential and reaching her goals. Starting her mornings with devotionals and Starbucks, she believes healthy starts with the mind and caffeine.
Okay, first off, this is my second time competing in activewear. Activewear typically is not offered in a Miss division. A lot of the time, if you are in the Miss category, you will have swimsuit instead of fitness. That's how a lot of systems are. This, however, I won fitness at America's Ideal Miss, okay? And I had this like teal set. It was this exact set, but in a teal color. And I felt like I looked so beautiful. I rocked the stage. It was amazing. So I wanted to wear pink this time around because I was like, this is the last time I'm gonna be able to compete in activewear. My favorite color is pink. I'm gonna wear pink. I should have just worn the teal one. I would have looked better, I think, on stage in the teal one. And also now that I've been so open about my endometriosis, I actually had a really bad flare-up during UNM with my endometriosis. Not only was I in a lot of pain, but my diet at UNM, I wasn't paying attention to all of the ingredients, where the night before fitness, I was so sick and bloated. I felt so bad. I shouldn't have even said bloated. It was literally endo belly from like what I was eating. I was doing gluten-free at the time because of what a doctor had suggested to me. I had been gluten-free for several months. When you're competing in a pageant, typically you were just in a hotel for a week at a time. So finding food isn't that easy. So I would just have sushi because that was something really easy that I could just like pop in my mouth. But I didn't realize that soy sauce had gluten in it. And so I just kept eating it throughout the week and I just kept feeling sick and sick. And I'm like, why am I feeling so sick? Which I think that the soy sauce was part of it, but also my endo was just really flaring up. Anyways, every time I look at this, all the pictures from fitness also, I think I deleted. I didn't like any of them. It was never good angles.
Be the girl that just went for is taking a new height as she pushes herself athletically. Each morning, true 40-bar workout.
That one piece of hair, hold on. What is that piece of hair? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what my hair looked like. No, we fixed it. Throughout the week, we got like my hair situated. I just don't like this.
Bar workouts partnered with her cardio favorites allows her to build strength and endurance. Fueling her body, she enjoys healthy hummus snacks and testing out smoothie locations all across the nation during her travels. Radiating confidence, strength, and inspiration, she is Lauren Norris.
That one little turn, my foot got caught. Honestly, I don't like that. I don't want to like be hating on myself. I think that every one of us is beautiful. I know I did the best that I could. I'm just not like, I know I could have done better. I know I could have felt better. The hair really during optionals, it was bothering me the day of optionals. It's bothering me now. Also, you just saw like my head turn not towards the camera. Optionals also helped me see the camera. So I knew to like, in my mind, it was like a Victoria's Secret fashion show. And you know, like how when you're watching like the models walk the catwalk, like they know like where to turn their head, where the camera is. I wanted to know where the camera was so that didn't happen during prelims.
The second.
Oh, this is optional awards. I didn't even know this was part of it. I don't even know what I got. It wasn't anything like spectacular.
The second runner-up in the Miss Fitness competition is Alabama, Norris.
How, girl? How did you do that? Who was competing in fitness? How many girls did we have in fitness? My hair is different. This was prelim night. I don't know why it's out of order like this. Because I'm in my dress. I'm like, how did I get in my dress? Okay, so look at how my hair's a little bit better here. Like, I obviously liked it better because I was competing with it. This was right after we competed in prelims that we got our optional awards. Yeah, that's all I want. I didn't even place in casual wear. Honestly, I thought I did better in casual wear, but casual wear typically has way more girls competing in it. Okay, so now we're moving on to prelims. And if you don't know what prelims are, basically that's the first time that the judges will see you on stage. So the judges that were judging me for optionals were not judging me for prelims and finals. Those are two different sets of judges. So the actual judges for like the actual USA National Miss title, they don't know if you've competed in these optionals. They also left before optional awards, so they don't even know like who did better on stage, anything of the sort. That's typically how it is at a lot of different pageants.
Alabama, Lauren Norris.
I gotta stop right here, right now. Okay, so runway is also known as fun fashion. So I just talked about fun fashion a few moments ago. So this is part of the crown. This is part of the thing. So I think the things that counted towards your crown was interview, runway, and gown, or I don't know if they call it formal wear. So I should have kept my runway that I wore at state. Also what I wore at America's Ideal Miss. It was my nationals wardrobe that I should have just kept. I actually ended up selling it because I thought I could find a better runway outfit. The thing I kept getting told was, Miss don't need to have like all these things. Like, how do I explain this? I'm trying to like explain it like if you've never seen a pageant before. A lot of the time, runway and fun fashion will have a cape or an overskirt, something that you can like play with on stage. And a lot of people, when they're judging misses, they don't want you to look too much like a teen, like kind of flopping around like with all this fabric, right? Like you should just be able to walk without those things because you're the miss, right? Like you need to be like, you're the oldest girls at the pageant. Okay. So with that in mind, I was thinking I could have like a jumpsuit or something. Could not find anything at all. I ended up going with the Sherry Hill cocktail dress, which I love it. I've worn it several times after this. Would I go back and change the outfit? 100%. 100% because it's just not my favorite. I'll pop up a picture here of what my other runway outfit looked like versus this that we're about to see. I think I did the best with what I had, especially when I was preparing for UNM. Keep in mind, that was the year of my graduation, the year that I was going to move to LA, and then I wasn't moving to LA, so then I was moving to New York. I was packing up my college apartment. Elle was going through FIP treatment. I didn't even know if my cat was going to make it. There was a lot going on during UNM, so preparing for this pageant definitely was put on the back burner a lot of the time. I was very overly stressed, so like my wardrobe really wasn't my main concern at this point, but yeah, that's the backstory on this little outfit. There we go, girl. Hey, Candace. I found that camera. I'm like, I got you, girl. Because that is what's being shown to all of the audience. Like, if you're like in the very back, you're not watching on stage, you're watching the TV. Duh. Also, I don't have a very large chest, okay? And I've always tried to like, in pageants, like kind of make them a little bit bigger. I was having a full-blown meltdown because I bought these like they're called like chicken cutlets, to like put in your dress to like make it look bigger. It was not working whatsoever with the dress. So they're just kind of there. I did contour it though. I tried to like make it look like more womanly. Raise. She knows. She knows she's working the runway. I'm actually really impressed. I'm actually really impressed with myself with that one. The hair. I wish I just would have gone darker with my hair. The hair is a little bit overkill. She's got to go. Well, she did go. R.I.P. The back of my hair? Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is that? What is that? Why? Why? The front of my hair looks good. Like the little poof right here looks good. What is that? What's she doing? That was good. I low-key kind of killed that, I think. One comment from a judge though, because I did have my judge's comment sent to me. One comment from a judge was to not look at the camera. And I was like, okay, but what if I get invited to be a Victoria's Secret supermodel? Like, I need to know where this camera is. No, that's not really how I was. But they said that they didn't want me looking at the camera as much and they would rather me look at them, which was kind of weird because a lot of girls were looking at the camera, especially like when you're first starting. You have cameras, like if this is the runway, you have a camera right here, and then you have a camera right here that's following you that then goes like in front of you. So it's very hard. I don't know. In my personal opinion, I think that looks best. Like if you know that you can like find the camera. Anyway, that was one of my comments that I guess I got like points deducted for. Actually, let's pull up my judges' comments, shall we? I would be curious to know. How do I find this? Judges' comments. Okay, my comments during runway. I was confident. They liked my modeling. They liked my appearance. They said, pretty, nice presence and walk, want more energy and need more hips during her walk, which I've known this. Fun fact, I actually played Sandy in Greece when I'd like just turned 16. And I have been told that comment since I turned 16, that I need to start walking with more hips. I need to do this. I don't have a lot of hips to move. So like, I'm trying. I tried so hard. I mean, I was stretching. Like, I was stretching my hips. I'm like, okay, like, boom, bam, bam. It just wasn't working for me. There's no comments on casual wear or fitness, by the way. Okay, let's continue. Now we are moving into evening gown. And I love this gown, but I actually have some information on this gown. This was not actually meant to be my gown. But anyway, let's watch.
Starting with Alabama, Lauren Norris.
Hold on, because I know my editor, Nick, is putting copyright-free music over this. I just want y'all to pause, okay? And I want you to think of you being on stage at a pageant. Think about what kind of music you would want to walk to with an evening gown. When you're walking in an evening gown, normally it's slower. I'm thinking like Enchanted by Taylor Swift. Something beautiful and slow. Do you know what started playing immediately when the lights turned up? I Made You Look by Meghan Trainor. I am not joking. It's like, I could have my Gucci on. And I'm supposed to walk to that down this runway. I look like a goober. I mean, low-key, my tan is looking good with that dress. You're killing it, girl. Okay, so I think I'm doing fine. I believe, let me not say this wrong. One of the comments was that I was walking too slow. And I can definitely agree with the music that I had. I was not catching the beat to the song. Heck no, was I about to be catching the beat to I Made You Look by Meghan Trainor. But that was one of my comments. Now that I'm looking back, I think I did the best that I could. Obviously, like, I don't want to like bash myself for that. But at the bottom of my dress, I had to get it hemmed. And they couldn't cut it and then hem it. They basically had to take the extra, here I'll show you. Instead of like cutting this, they just had to flip whatever was needed under and then sew that. And it's very, very heavy beading on this couture gown. And it kept getting wrapped around my legs. And I tried practicing with it so many times and it was so annoying. Back of my head has got to go. That is a criminal offense. Okay, see? Find the camera. Work that camera, girl. I'm trying to see the judges. I can't remember what ones liked me and what ones didn't. Anywho. Okay. Truthfully, do I think I could have done better? Yes, I'll be. But I honestly think I look really pretty. I do. I am always going to be like my first like worst critic, especially when it comes to pageantry. I always get down on myself. I always have these mental battles. I think that's just a part of pageants in general. I'm actually really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself. Knowing like where, I'm gonna start crying. Knowing where my mind was and how, like, everything going on in my life, like, everything that was happening at this time, I'm just really proud of myself. Like, there was a lot going on that I probably will never openly discuss, and if I will, it'll be years. It was a very big mental battle this week for me, and I am just so proud of myself for still going out there and still competing regardless. Okay, so the dress. Let's talk about the tea with the dress, okay? So first off, like I mentioned during the fitness thing, I was having an endo belly. I was having an endometriosis flare up. I was very tired. I was feeling very sick. And the dress was not fitting because of my endometriosis belly, right? And this, I had a full meltdown. It would, like, y'all, when I'm telling you, like, it was like Regina George. Like, you need to check Sears. It was not good. It fit until I started having all these flare-ups. And I've never had a flare-up like that at a pageant before. So it was very just like, I've talked more about my endometriosis and the surgery and all that stuff and like how it really has just like affected my life for 13 years, where I know like what I was thinking and what was going on during this moment, and I think I did really well. So the dress, let's talk about the dress. The dress was supposed to be blue and it was supposed to be one shoulder, and I went to go get it custom designed, and when I designed it, I was skeptical because I felt like they weren't understanding exactly what I was wanting. Okay, that's all I'll say. And I had a great experience designing it. I love picking out the colors. It was like a dress that I always like wanted to have. I never got a mock-up or a sketch of what the dress will look like. I just got told like, oh yeah, we can use this fabric, and yeah, we can do this, and yeah, don't worry, we can do this. It ended up coming in the mail and it was not exactly what I had in mind. So you see this back skirt on this dress. I wanted my back skirt to be that full. My back skirt was I think like 4 or 5 pieces of tulle, and it was just very small. It was like kind of like a limp noodle on the back of the dress. So I wanted to add a little bit more oomph, and it didn't fit me. It was way bigger than what I had gotten measured for getting it custom done. So I ended up going to a seamstress, and the seamstress was in a different state. I traveled several hours for this seamstress, and she was also altering other girls' clothes in the pageant. And I don't know if something happened. I'm going to think the best of everyone and just think that this may have just been a fluke. I left my dress with her, told her what day that I needed it. She knew when the pageant was, and this seamstress literally ghosted me, and I didn't hear back from her. I called her, left her voicemails. I couldn't just like show up at her place because it was, again, several hours away, but I never saw my dress and never heard back from her. So I ended up having to buy this dress. I think it was my last weekend living in my college town. I called Lasting Impressions Formal Wear and asked them if I could get this dress because I saw it at New York Fashion Week when I was in New York, like the previous season. I don't know how this happened, but somehow Sherry Hill had this couture gown in my size, like ready to ship. This was a couture gown, and normally when you buy couture gowns, you have to wait several weeks for it to get like made and in production and like get sent out to you. This one was somehow in storage where I was able to get this overnighted to me and get it like exactly fit to my body. It was really like a godsend. It was really great. I did actually end up hearing back from the seamstress from my original dress that I was supposed to wear. She was very apologetic. I did get the dress back and no alterations had been done. Like the bottom wasn't like, I needed obviously like the bottom trimmed like for my shoes and everything. The bottom still had pins in it, like where she needed to sew it. The waist wasn't taken in, the top wasn't taken in, the back wasn't fixed. Nothing had been done on this dress and I still had to pay her like $300 or $400 because I was under the impression she still did the alterations and she didn't. So that was very frustrating. It was a lot. They did have a seamstress on site that I could have taken it to, but I had already spent a very, very pretty penny on this dress, and this dress was fitted for me. This was the dress that I got to practice with a few days before I actually competed it on stage. So yeah, this wasn't even my original dress, but she's a beauty. She's a stunner. I love that dress. Ugh. And I was just so happy to wear pink. I was just like, I love pink. It was like the year of the Barbie, like year of the Eras tour, like you go queen. Okay, so that was prelims. Right as I was going on stage for the optionals that you saw like a little earlier, this was not on purpose. Someone accidentally stepped on the back of my dress and ripped it. Like the bottom, it wasn't bad noticeable. I got it fixed. It was completely fine. Like she was like so paranoid. I was like, girl, this is the least of my worries. A little tear and it's fine. Anyway, that did happen going on stage for optionals where I did have to get it like a little bit. I think I used like double-sided tape to fix it and like sew it a little bit, but it's great. So now we're leading into finals night, and finals night is where they calculate your prelim, your interview, and your gown, and they determine, I think, a top 16, and then they start cutting it down further and further, where you don't get to recompete everything in the system. You just like, you make it as you go. Like your score changes. I don't know what happens with your score. I don't know if they completely drop your prelim scores and it starts over on finals, or if your prelim scores are still added in. I'm not too sure, but we're about to watch opening number. Okay, so that's me. I'm on the edge.
Forget everything that you thought you knew. I do things better, you know I do. The rhythm
I really liked your opening number dresses. Opening number dress, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I felt like a cute little flamingo. And something that UNM does is they make their delegates have all of the same shoes for their opening number. And I actually really like that. I did end up selling my shoes. I did. I think I tried selling my opening number. I don't think it ever sold, but I did sell those shoes. But I still like the shoes too. They're like this bright pink shoe. So cute.
I have can escape it. Baby, don't fight it, embrace it. De la cabeza a los pies. El ritmo te mueve otra vez. Suelta amor, así es mejor. Deja esa timidez. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come for swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo.
The only thing I hate about being Alabama was you always were the first on stage to compete, obviously, but anytime during opening number, a lot of the times you were always like near the edge of the stage because you're the first state in alphabetical order. So I was always like all the way at the other end. I'm like, of course, I already know. Put me in the back, girl. I don't know if I remember this.
I'm how the party starts. It's like a work of art. They call me Molina Victoria. And they're feeling the euphoria. Y el ritmo sigue subiendo. Ya tú sabes lo que estoy haciendo. Sigue la fiesta, sigue el tempo. Y yo
I never said I was a dancer.
te doy lo que sigue pidiendo. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo.
Okay, yeah, that was a really short opening number. I think we did our opening number with junior teen, teen, and miss. Like the final show were those 3 divisions. So the opening number really, I think, was like 8 or 10 minutes, but that was the only little section I was in. I was on and off. Okay, we also did filming at USA National Miss, which I really loved. I really liked the production quality of USA National Miss. As you can tell, like the stage is stunning. They really put a lot into everything. So we did filming, and keep in mind, this is in Hollywood, Florida, like kind of near Miami, and it was hot. Y'all, it was hot. The humidity was really bad, but we got to like stay on the beach and we got to shoot next to the beach. And I've never seen this, but I guess this is like when we introduce ourselves. Cause I don't normally, yeah, NAM, you stood up there and it was like Alabama and you're there. America's Ideal Miss, you stand and you say Alabama, you know, happy. Okay, anyways, so they did a video instead.
Hi everybody, I am Jacqueline Davis, your reigning USA National Miss 2022. My platform is advocating for Project Beauty Share. Please join me in welcoming our class of 2023 delegates. Miss Alabama, Lauren Norris, empowering women overcoming domestic violence to inspire compassion.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Because I didn't follow along. Look at how cute this dress is. I love this dress. Actually, I hope I still have this dress because I probably will wear her somewhere. Low key, the hair is not hairing. The hair is not cute. I don't know if I should tell you guys this. And I'll tell you anyway. So after I competed at USA National Miss, spoiler alert, I didn't win, obviously. I seriously wouldn't have had time for the title anyway. But I go and get like headshots done for a new pageant. And I get told that the reason I wasn't winning was because of my hair. Like, apparently people were like, why isn't Lauren winning? Why isn't Lauren winning? And when I changed my hair, they were like, oh, that's why. I was like, okay, thanks for telling me then. Not. You didn't even tell me then that I looked like a freaking egghead. But whatever. It's fine. Okay, keep going. This was so embarrassing. Okay, now we're about to be finding out the top finalists.
On that beach. All right, now that we've met our beautiful Miss delegates and they have now actually joined us here on stage, let's give them all a big round of applause. All right, are you ladies ready to hear the top 16? Oh, that was like lukewarm. I was like, are you ladies ready?
Him saying lukewarm. I've been rewatching Dance Moms with Will, and I can't remember the quote. Oh, hey, baby L. I can't remember the quote that Abby Lee Miller said, but she was like, I was wanting fire. And what did I get? Lukewarm.
Come on, let's do this. All right. Taking the first.
I literally just extended my hand out to hold hands with this one girl. I was so scared. Y'all, I didn't think I was going to make it in the top. I had like pageant coaching throughout like the week of the pageant. And I was just being straight up to my pageant coach. I was like, I don't see myself getting into the top 16 whatsoever. So anyway.
In the top 16 in the Miss division is, please welcome Alabama, Lauren Norris.
I was so excited. I was so excited to make finals. Okay, so we're in the top 16. Now we're moving on to runway. That's what you compete in. So I think, I say this lightly, I think it's your runway score that gets you into moving into the next cut.
Moving along to our Miss division, starting with Alabama, Lauren Norris.
Low-key, I'm surprised I didn't flash anyone with that dress. Do you see the camera? That's the camera I'm talking about. And like right there. He stays on you. Okay, I think my hair kind of looks better on this one. The back of my hair looks better. That a win is a win. Yeah, that's it. I did not make the next cut. I think the next cut was a top 10. And I think the top 10 recompeted in gown. Honestly, I was not upset in the slightest. I was so ready just to be done with the week. I was excited just like to sit backstage and hype up my girls who did make it into the top 10. The only thing that I will say is I'm just sad I didn't get to wear my gown again on stage. Because that was the last time. That was the last time. The first and the last time I got to wear my gown was on prelims night. And the only reason why I wish I made it into the top 10 was to wear that dress one more time because I thought that dress was beautiful and stunning and I wish I could have recompeted her, but that was not in my cards. So she had to go back in the storage bag and now she's sitting in a closet somewhere. It's a really sad life for her, but that is the videos of USA National Miss and me reacting to them. I think that my runway during finals wasn't bad, like by any means. I just don't think I was up to the caliber of the other girls, and that's completely normal. Also, with pageants, like you could remove one judge from the panel and the whole entire scores and placement can change. So pageants are always just something where it's like, just depends on the day, truly. I'm trying to see my notes for finals runway. Love the facials, wanted more eye contact with judges, which low-key, I feel like I gave eye contact with the judges unless I was walking down the runway. Like when I was in front of them, I was looking at them, not the camera. It's always people's opinions. That is the thing about pageants, is they're always so opinionated. Anyway, that was my video for the day. I hope that you enjoyed this slight little pageant content. Again, I'm linking that little mock interview down below for you if you want to do a little mock interview with me to prepare for your national pageant. Also, comment down below if you are competing in a pageant, what pageant you are preparing for or competing in this summer. I'm always here to hype you up and give you all the encouragement that you need. If you've made it to this part of the video, comment down the little crown emoji. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to join the family, you can click that subscribe button also. I love you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!
'Cause you know that